Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're studying lesson number 15 today. Ad-Darsul Khamisa Ashara. Kanzuka Baina Yadaik. Your treasure is in your hands. Before we go through the main lesson, like always, we go through the rules of the lesson. What new are we going to study in this lesson? So this lesson is about zarf, means adverb. We know zarf zaman and zarf makan, adverb of time and place. So zarf is also called maf'ul fihi. So we studied different types of maf'ul in the last lesson. For example, we did maf'ul mahu, maf'ul lahu and maf'ul mutlaq. Just to do just the summary of what we studied in the last lesson. Maf'ul mahu is kalimatun mansubatun tadullu ala shay'in kana ma'al fi'l al-asasi fil jumlati. So maf'ul mahu is a word which is mansub, which indicates something that was with the main verb in the sentence. For example, wasala al-asdiqa'u was-sa'ata ashara. The friends reached 10 o'clock. So we see as-sa'ata is maf'ul mahu, because this word tells something that was with the verb wasala, like what happened 10 o'clock. The friends, they reached. So, and this is mansub was-sa'ata, and this follows by waw, which is called wawul ma'iyya, wawul ma'iyyati. So simply maf'ul mahu is the word which is mansub, which indicates something that was with the verb, like in this case was sa'ata, and ashara is the sifa. So 10 o'clock the friends, they reached. And then maf'ul lahu is kalimatun mansubatun, is also a mansub word. Taqulu limaza fa'alal fa'ilu hazal faili, which tells why the fa'il did this fail. For example, if we say atahu an-nakuda sa'idan, he gave him money to help him as a favor. So sa'ida is a kalima which is mansub, which tells why the action was done, why he gave the money. He gave the money as a favor. So sa'ida is maf'ul lahu. And then we studied maf'ul mutlaq. Maf'ul mutlaq gives three different types of meanings. Like for example, huwa mastirun nafsul fi'l al-asasi. It is the masdar of the main verb fi jumlati, in the sentence, wa huwa mansubun, and it is mansub. Nastakhdimuhu, we use it, lit tawkid al-fi'li. So maf'ul mutlaq tells three things. One of the three things, one is lit tawkid al-fi'li, to emphasize the verb. The first thing is emphasis on the verb, or li yubayyina nawal fi'li, or it tells the kind of the action, emphasis on the action or the kind of the action. Aw li yubayyina adadi marratin hadus al fi'li, or the number of times the action happened. For example, if we say intazartuka intazaran, I waited for you. So intazaran, here it is the masdar, which is which is maf'ul mutlaq, which is the masdar of the same verb that is used here, intazara. And this is on the emphasis on the verb, like if we say intazartuka intazaran, I waited for you, like I really waited for you. So this intazaran was used to make an emphasis on the verb. And if we say intazartuka intazaran tawilan, when this is followed by a sifa, then it is used to show the type of the action, type of the verb, nawal fi'li. Then it is for nawal fi'li, like I waited for you tawilan. long time. I waited long time. So intazaran is maf'ul mutlaq also here, but it is used to specify the kind of the verb. And then if we say sa'altani su'alaini, I asked you two questions. Sa'altani su'alaini, you asked me two questions. So su'alaini is the masdar of the verb sa'ala that was used in the sentence. Here it is, here su'alaini, here it is used to show the number of times the action happened. Like you asked me two questions, so the verb, the action happened twice. So that we studied last time. And now the zarf, which also called maf'ul fihi, so is another kind of maf'ul that we're gonna study today. So let's go through some examples. Katabaha yawman ma mu'arrikhun misriyun. The Egyptian historian wrote it someday. So if we say when the Egyptian historian wrote it, the answer is someday. So this is the telling the answer of when, and this is zarfu zaman, the adverb of time. So yawman is zarfu zaman. It tells when the time or when the action happened. Wa fil hadikati nakhlatun ariyatun, and in the garden there is a bare palm tree, la tusmiru sayfan wa la shitaan, that does not give fruit in the summer or in the winter. So sayfan and shitaan also are zurufu zaman, because if you can just put a question like when the palm tree does not give fruit, the answer is sayfan or shitaan, neither in the summer nor in the winter. And the next one is Vakana fi rasihi daiman swalun wahidan, and it was in his mind, in his head, always one question. So there was so if we put a question, when there was a question, when there was that one question, the answer is daiman, always. So daiman is zarfu zaman. Falaysa fi baytihi al yawma ghayrul khubzi, and there was nothing in his house today except the bread. So when there was nothing in his house, al yawma, today. So al yawma is zarfu zaman. Kharaja shabu laylan, the young man left laylan, in the night. When the young man left, when did he leave? In the night. So laylan is zarfu zaman. Hal usafiru ila Baghdada gadan, so do I travel to Baghdad tomorrow? So when do I travel to Baghdad? The answer is tomorrow. So gadan is another zarfu zaman. Wa ada fawran ila Baghdad, and he returned immediately to Baghdad. So fawran tells when he returned to Baghdad. So fawran is also zarfu zaman. Now we go through the detail of one of these examples, which the writer is taking kharaja shabu laylan, this one, the young man left in the night. Fi hazihil jumlati, in this sentence, mata kharaja shabu, when the young man, when did he leave? Kharaja laylan, he left in the night. For ma wazifatu kalimati laylan, so what is the function of the word laylan? Hiya kalimatun tukulu ijabatan anis sawali mata. This is the word which answers, which tells the answer of the question when. Like this word, it tells when he left. Wasmu hazihil wazifati zarfu zaman, and the name of this function is zarfu zaman. وأيضا كلمة صيفا وشتاء في جملة الثانية, and similarly these two words in the second sentence, they are also zarfu zaman. لأنها تقول لنا, because they tell us متى لا تثمر الشجرة, when the tree does not give fruit. Nahnu nara anna hazihil kalimati mansubatun. We see that these words are mansub, like all these words. Yawman, Saifan, Shitan, Daiman, Yawma, Laylan, Gadan, Fawrun, they are mansub. Fahal zarfu zamani daiman mansubun. So is zarfu zaman always mansub? Yes, naam. Hal tu jadu kalimatun fil lugatil arabiyyati ta'malu wazifat az-zarfi. Do you find words in Arabic language that work like the function of the zarf, of the adverb? Like, are there specific words that work like the adverb? La, no. La tujadu kalimatun. You don't find the words muayyanatun, specific word li hazihil wazifati, for this function. Lakinna hunaka kalimatin, but there are here are words nastakhdimuha kasiran, that we use a lot, fi wazifati zarfi zaman, that we use a lot as the adverb of time. And min hazihil kalimati, and in these words are like sabahan, masaan, gadan, morning, evening, tomorrow, saifan, summer, shitan, winter, sanatan, year, shahra, yawma, month, day, sa'at, sa'atan, hour, dakikan, minute, saniyatan, second, lahzatan, moment, daiman, always, fawran, immediately. So these are some of the words that are used a lot to specify some adverb of time. Wahal mana haza anna hazihil kalimati takunu daiman zarfu zaman. So does that mean whenever these words come, they are gonna be adverb of time? La, no. For hazihil kalimatu takun, because these are not specific for zarfu zaman. So anytime we see these words, it does not be considered that they are zarfu zaman, because they are not specific. They are just general words, but are normally used for zarfu zaman. So so means no, they are not always zarfu zaman, adverb of time. For hazihil kalimatu takunu zarfu li zaman, these words become zarfu zaman fakat only indama tukulu ijabatan liswali mata. When the answer tells us the question when. So whenever the answer is to the question is, I mean, in that sentence, whenever you find that they tell us the answer to the question when that happened, so then only then we will call them zarfu zaman. Walakinnaha qad takunu fi ayyi wazifatin ukhra, but they have other functions also. For example, wasala layla bin nahari. Wasala, so this is the verb. Wasala yuwasilu, to continue. He continued night and day. In this sentence, it does not give the answer of when he started. So then this Layla and Nahar, although they are, they are part of the adverb of time. These are the words that we have seen here. Laylan, yeah. So these we cannot say that these are adverb of time. Fi hazihil masali, in this example, nara kalimataini, we see two words, al-layla and an-nahar. Walakinnahuma laysata zarfan li zamani, but both of them are not the adverb of time. Li'annahuma la tukulani, because they both don't say the answer, don't give the answer to the question mata, when that happened. Walakinna kalimat al-layla, so here the kalima, this layla is the maf'ul bihi, is not adverb of time. Wa kalimatan nihara, and this an-nihara is majroor by ba. So badal harful jarri. So this is ism majroor and this is maful bihi. So these two words here are not used as a zarfu zaman or maful fihi. Okay, and now there are some words which are mabni, like these, like I said, these words are all are mansub, but there are some mabni words that also use as a zarfu zaman. For example, yakrahu hal alamu kulluhu al-ana, the whole world reads it now. Al-ana is zarfu zaman. The whole world is reading it now. So when the whole world is reading, they are reading it now. So now is zarfu zaman. Raitu hulman amsi, I saw a dream yesterday. So amsi is zarfu zaman, is not mansub. But when did I see the dream? Yesterday. Wazallat haisu kanat munzu miyatis sinnina, and it remained like this since hundreds of years. So munzu is answering the question of when, but is so it is zarfu zaman, but it is not mansub. So the explanation here is nara fil amsilati sabiqati, in the previous examples we see annal kalimat, we see the words al-ana, amsi and munzu, tukulu lana ijabatan anaswali, they tell us the answer to the question when. Fahal hiya zarfu zaman, so are they zarfu zaman? Naam, yes. Walakinnaha laysat mansubatan, but they are not mansub. Like I said, this is mansub, but these are not mansub. Naam, yes, they are not. Fahazihil kalimatu takunu zarfan li zamani, these words become zarfu li zaman, they are zarfu li zaman. Wa hiya mabniyatun fi mahalli nasbin, because these are mabni words, they won't change. In any condition, they're gonna stay the same. So they are mabni fi mahalli nasbin, and we will say when they come mabni fi mahalli nasbin. Walakinna kalimata al-ana mansubatan, but this is mansub. So then why this is mansub? This is the question. La fahiya aidan mabniyan, no, this is not mansub, this is also mabni. Fanahnu la yumkinu an nakula, this is not possible. Fanahnu la yumkinu, it is not possible for us to say minal ani, we can't say, if we put min, it won't change to minal ani. Masalan, for example, walakinna nakulu minal al-ana, so whenever, even if you use harf of jar, is gonna stay al-ana. So when we say minal al-ana, from now, then wahazihil fatahatu laysat alamatun nasbi, this fatah is not alamatun nasbi, bal huwa zarfu zaman mabniyun alal fatihi. So this is zarfu zaman and is mabni alal fatihi, just like haza is mabni, this al-ana is mabni, isn't this fatah sign is not the sign of the nasab. This is what it means. So maza nafamu min haza, what we understand from this. So this is the summary of zarfu zaman. Zarfu zaman is kalimatun mansubatun, is a mansub word, accusative word. Takulu lana, which tells us ijabatan, answer, aniswali mata, answer of the question, mata, when. Ahammul kalimati allati takunu zarfan li zamani, some of the important words that are zarfu, that are used as a zarfu zaman are gadan, sabahan, masaan. We have seen the bit longer list above, etc. Hazihil kalimatu la takunu zarfan li zamani daiman, these words are not always zarfu zaman because they are not specific to adverb of time. Bal kad takunu fi ayyi wazifatin ukhra, but they have they are used in the other functions as well. وَهِيَ تَكُونُ zarfan, only they become they are the used as adverb only fakat indama tukululna, when they tell us, when they give us, they tell us the answer of the question aniswali mata. So whenever this is the formula, when they give us an answer of the question mata, then we will say that this is zarfu zaman. Bazul kalimat allati takunu zarfu zaman, some of the word which are zarfu zaman takunu mabniyatan, they are mabni, like amsi, al-ana, munzu. So normally they are mansub, but sometime there are some words which are mabni also, like amsi, al-ana, munzu. So that was the zarfu zaman, the adverb of time. Now we're gonna study zarful makan, the adverb of place. So here are some examples. Kana shabu yajlisu takhta nakhlati, the young man was sitting under the palm tree. So now zarfu zaman was answering the question of when. Zarfu makan will answer the question of where. Where the young man was sitting, he was sitting under the palm tree. So takhta is zarfu makan. Tajiduhu khalfal jamia al-azhari, you will find it behind the Al-Azhar mosque. So where you will find it? Behind the Al-Azhar mosque. So khalfa is zarfu makan. Ya'ishu fi bayti qadimin, he lives in an old house. Warahu, behind it, hadikatun mahjuratun, he lives in an old house. Behind it there is a abundant garden, a garden which is abundant. Hadikatun mahjuratun. So where he lives in an old house, and where it is that which is behind that is the abundant house. So if you ask the question, where is the abundant house, it is behind the old house. So this wara'a is zarfu makan. Wa khalf al jami al azhari akhaza yas'alu an usafil kasri, and behind the Al-Azhar mosque he kept on asking about the characteristics of the palace. So we study in the main lesson and then you know what we are talking about here, but for now just that khalfa is the zarfu makan, because this tells where he was asking about the characteristic of the palace. So now the explanation. Kana shabu yajlisu takhta nakhlati, so the first one, the young man was sitting under the palm tree. Fi hazihil jumlati aina yajlisu shabu, in this sentence where the young man was sitting, ashabu yajlisu takhta nakhlati, the young man was sitting under the palm tree. Fama wazifatu kalimati tahta, so then what is the function of the word tahta? Hiya kalimatun tukulu ijabatan anaswali, this is the word that tells answer of the question aina, where. Wasmu hazihil wazifati, and the name of this function is zarfu makan, adverb of time, adverb of place, sorry. Washayu nafsuhu kalimatu khalfa, and the same thing is for the word khalfa fi jumlati saniyati, in the second sentence. Liannaha taqulu lana, and tells us aina yajidu shabu kanza, where the young man will find the treasure. So he will find the treasure behind the Al-Azhar mosque, etc. Nahnu nara anna hazihil kalimati mansubatun, we see that all these words are mansub, like all these are mansub. Fahal zarful makan daiman mansubun, so are the adverb of place, they are always mansub? Naam, yes. Wahal tujadu kalimatun fil lugat al arabiyyati ta'malu wazifa zarful makan, do you find the words in the Arabic language that work as the function of zarful makan? I mean, are there specific words? La tujadu kalimatun muayyanatun, there are no specific word li hazihil wazifati for this function. lakinna hunaka kalimatun, but there are words nastakhdimuha kasiran that we use a lot, fi wazifati zarfil makani that we use a lot in the function of the zarful makan. Min hazihil kalimati, in these words are amama, in front, vara'a, behind, khalfa, behind, fawqa, above, takhta, under. So normally these are used as a zarfu makan. Wahal mana haza, does it mean anna hazihil kalimati tukunu daiman zarfa makanin? Does it mean that these words are always zarfu makan? La, no. For hazihil kalimatu tukunu zarfan, they will become the zarfan lil makani, the adverb, the zarfu makan, fakat only indama tukulu ijabatan, when they tell you the answer liswali aina, of the question aina. Again, if there is the answer to the question aina, they give you the answer to the question aina, only then we call them zarfu makan. Walakinnaha kad tukunu fi ayyi wazifatan ukhra, and but they have other functions as well. They can be used in the other functions as well. They are not used always as a zarfu makan. For example, li ukhfira min takhti shajarati. So this is the verb hafara yakhfiru, ana akhfiru, li ukhfira, so that I dig it under the palm tree. So in this takhti here is not zarfu makan, because fi hazihil masali naral kalimata takhti, in this example we see the word takhti, walakinnaha laysat zarfan lil makani, but it is not zarfu makan, liannaha la tukulu ijabata, because this does not tell the answer to the liswali, to the question aina, does not give the answer to the question aina. Walakinnaha majruratun ba'da min. So this is ism majrur. This is not zarfu makan. Just like some zarfu zaman, they were mabni, here we have some zarful makan which are mabni. Example, wazallat haisu kanat munzu miyatis sinnina, and it remained haisu, which remained as it was for hundreds of years. It remained as it was for hundreds of years. So haisu is a mabni, but it tells you the answer, since when it was like this for hundreds of years. So haisu is zarful makan. Walaika huna qissata allati katabaha al-mu'arrikhu, and here is the story that the historian that he wrote it. So when he wrote this story, where it is the story that the historian wrote it. So this tells the question of here it is. وَمِنْ هُنَاكَ سَارَ وَفَرَ النَّيْلِ, and from here he walked, where the river Nile, it branched out, he walked by that river. Again, this is from the main lesson, but here you just note that hunaka is zarful makan. So, and this also far'a is maf'ul mahu, because this tells us what is with the main verb, which is Sara. So the branching of the river Nile and he walked, so they both are together. So that is maf'ul mahu, and waw is wawul mayyati. So he was going to look for that treasure, and he walked by the river Nile where it was branched out. So the explanation, nara fi hazihil amsilati annal kalimati. So we see in this example that the word haisu, huna, hunaka, tukulu lana ijabatan, they tell us the answer of the question anis sawali aina, where. Fahal hiya zurufu makanin, are they adverb of place? Naam, yes. Walakinnaha laysat mansuba, but they are not mansub. like we say they are not mansoob. Naam, فهذه الكلمات ظروف للمكان. Yes, but these words are the adverb of place. وهي مبنية في محل نصب, and they are مبني في محل in place of nasab. Again, ولكن كلمة هناك منصوبة, but هناك is mansoob. لا, no, هي أيضا مبنية, this is also مبني. فنحن لا يمكن أن نقول, so it is not possible for us to say min hunaki. So when min won't change this to ism majroor, then that min is mabni word, it does not change. So and walakinna nakulu, and for example when we say min hunaka, so hunaka mean this is mabni, this min is not changing it. So this fatha, wahazihil fathatu, this fatha is laysat alamatan nasbi, this is not the sign of being nasab. Huwa zarfu makanin mabniyun alal fathi. So this is the zarfu makan, the adverb of place, mabni alal fathi, and it is mabni alal fathi, upon fatha. Again, just like haza, this is mabni and min won't change it. So hunaka is the same thing. So here is the summary of what we have just studied. Zarful makan, the adverb of time is kalimatun mansubatun tukulu lana ijabatan al sawali aina. Zarful makan, adverb of place is the verb which is mansub, which tells us the answer of the question where. Ahammul kalimat allati takunu zarfan lil makani, some of the important words that become the adverb of place are amama, vara'a, khalfa, fawqa, tahta. Hazihil kalimatu la takunu zarfan daiman, these words are not always these are not always zarf. Bal kad takunu fi ayyi wazifatin ukhra, and they come as in other functions also. Wahiya takunu zarfan, they become adverb fakat only in the ma takulu lana ijabatan aswali aina. When they give you the answer of the question aina, only then they are called zaruf. Otherwise they will have some other functions. Hunaka bazul kalimat allati takunu zarfan lil makani takunu mabniyatan. Here are some words that are there are some words that are that become zarf of adverb of place, and they are mabni, like haisu, huna, hunaka. So they are not always mansub. Some words are that are used as zarfu makan which are not mansub. They are mabni fi mahalli nasbin. Now there are some words that are used for adverb of time and place, so they can be used for both. For example, lam tarifhu al arabu min qablu. The Arab, they didn't know it before. Kana shabu yajlisu takhtan nakhlati, the young man was sitting under the palm tree, kulla yawmin, every day, ba'da awdatihi min amalihi, after his return from his work. So he was sitting under the tree from after he used to return from his work, so he was sitting there. So here note about the word qablu and ba'da. Al-kalimatu qabla, ba'da, wa aidan inda, baina. These words qabla, ba'da, inda, or it can be inda or baina. Nastakhdimuha kasiran, we use them a lot as adverb, zarfan. Walakinnaha qad takunu zarfan lil zamani or lil makani hasbul jumlati. But depending on the sentence, sometimes they are adverb of time and sometimes they are adverb of place. For example, in the when nakulu, when we say ba'da awdatihi min amalihi, when we say after his return from his work, like here, after his return from his work, so that tells you the time. So then here ba'da is zarfu zaman li'annaha takulu mata, it tells you when he used to sit under the tree, after he returned from the from his work. And when we say indama nukulu, when we say al mahadu ba'd al baiti, the institute is after the house. So here bada is telling you the place of the house is, it comes after the institute. So here bada, the same word, is used as takunu zarfan lil, as a zarfu adverb of place, liannaha takulu aina, which tells you where. Okay, so this is the overall summary of the adverb, which is also called maf'ul fihi. So adverb is kalimatun mansubatun taqulu lana ijabatan as-su'ali, is the mansub word which tells us the answer to the question mata or aina. Ahammul kalimat allati takunu zarfan li zamani, the important words that are used as zarfu zaman are sabahan, masa'an, ghadan, saifan, shita'an, sanatan, shahra, yawma, sa'ata, daqiqa, saniya, lahza, daiman. And ahammul kalimat allati takunu zarfu lil makan, and there are some important words that are used as the adverb of place are fawqa, tahta, amama, wara'a, khalfa. ahammul kalimat allati takunu zarfan li zamani aw lil makani, there are some words that are used for both, which are qabla, bada, inda, baina. هذه الكلمات لا تكون ظرفا دائما بل قد تكون في أي وظيفة أخرى. All these words are not always used as the adverbs, but they also can be used in the other functions. وهي تكون ظرفا للمكان وللزمان, and they are used for adverb of place and time only. فقط عندما تقول لنا, when they give you the answer to the question إجابة عن السؤال متى or أين. If it's mata, when, then it's the adverb of time, and if it tells you about the where, place, then it is the adverb of place. Baz zuruf zaman or makan mabniya tan, some adverbs of the time and place are mabni, like amsi, al ana, munzu, haisu, hunaka. So this was the overall summary. Here there is something about hal, the condition. Just something brief about it. So what is hal? Let's take this example. فَدَخَلَ عَلَيْهِ مُتْأَبًا, so he entered upon him mut'aban, tired. So in what condition he entered? When he entered, he was tired. So mut'aban is it tells the condition of the file when he entered. Salahu tajiru, the merchant asked him muta'ajjiban, in surprise. So in what condition the doer, the file asked him? He asked him surprisingly, in surprise. Radda tajiru sakhiran, the merchant, he responded mockingly or sarcastically. So that tells the condition, the state of the merchant who is the file. So this is this is sakhiran is mansub. So all these words are hal. Let's see the explanation here. So the radda tajiru sakhiran, so this, taking this as an example. Fi hazihi al-jumlati ma wazifatu sakhiran. So in this sentence, what is the function of sakhiran? Hiya kalimatun taqulu kayfa halu. So this is the word that tells us what was the condition al-fa'ili, halul fa'ili, what was the condition of the file, fi waqtil fi'li, at the time of the action. Fahiya taqulu kayfa kana halu tajri, and this sentence tells us the state of the merchant indama, when radda ala shababi, when he responded to the young man. So in what state he responded to the young man? He responded to the young man sarcastically. وفي الأمثلة الحل هناك كلمات أخرى لها نفس الوظيفة. And in this example there are other words of the same, in the same function. there are other words doing the same function. Naam al kalimatu mutaban mutaajiban laha nafsul wazifati. So these words, they also do the they also doing the same function, that they are giving the state of the doer when he was doing the action. Wa hazil wazifatu ismuha hal, and the name of this function is hal. Hazihil kalimatun mansubatun, these words are mansub. Fahal hal mansubatun daiman fil lugat al arabiyya. So all the hal, like these words, are always mansub in the Arabic language. Naam, yes. Wahikhilil halu tukulu kaifa kanal failu fakat fi waqtil faili. So does the hal tell you, does that tell you only about the state of the file when he was doing the fail? I mean, is it only for the file, or is also can be for maf'ul bihi? La, no, it is not always for the file. Rubbama naraha fi jumlatin ukhra taqulu kayfa kana al-maf'ul bihi. It can also, maybe we see in another sentence that a maf'ul bihi, it tells you about the state of the maf'ul bihi. Like if we take this example, ashrabu al-labana sakhinan, I drink milk, sakhinan, hot milk. So I drink, al-labana is maf'ul bihi, and this sakhinan tells you the state, in what state the milk is when I drink. So sakhinan is the telling you the state of the maf'ul bihi, which is laban. So is here it is used as to tell you the state of the maf'ul bihi, is not always the file. وَرُبَّمَا فِي جُمْلَةٍ أُخْرَى, and there may be other sentence as تقول كيف كان الاسم مجرور, and it can be as a tell you the state of the ism majroor. For example, Allah sautu tifli zahikan, the voice of the child raised, zahikan, in a laughter. So sautu tifli, so here tifli is ism majroor, sautu tifli, and this tells you the state of the ism majroor. So in other words, this on hal does not always tell you the state of the file. It can be maf'ul bihi or can be ism majroor. Maza nafhamu min haza, what we understand from this. So what is the summary of alhal? Alhalu is kalimatun mansubatun, is the mansub word. Taqulu kaifa kanal faili, how was the file. Aw maf'ul bihi, aw ism majroor, fi waqtil faili, at the time of the verb, at the time of the action, what was their state, what was their condition. And now this was about the word hal. There are some sentences also used as a in the same manner, like alhalul jumlatu, the sentence hal. For example, kana shabu yajlisu, the young man was sitting, wahuwa yufakkiru fi mustaqbilihi, and while he was thinking about his future. So he was sitting in a state of thinking about his future. So this whole sentence is the alhalul jumla. Saha ashabu waqad attakhaza kirar. So saha is the verb to wake up. The man, he woke up, waqad ittakhaza kirar. So he woke up when having made a kirar, mean having made a decision. So he woke up in a state of making a resolve or making a decision about something. Kharaja shabu laylan wal amlu yamluhu. The man left in the night with the full hope. So al amlu is the hope, and yamluhu, filling him. So a hope was filling him, or with the full hope. So here the whole sentence is giving you the hal of the file. So explanation, fi hazihil amsilati nulahizu, we note in these examples, we note that anna hunaka jumlatan yakunu qablaha harful wawi, that in these example there is before that there is a harful wawi like the waw here. وهو يفكر في مستقبله وقد اتخذ قرارا والعمل يملوه. In all these sentences there is the starting from the harful wawi. ما وظيفة هذه الجملة, what are the functions of these sentences. مثل وظيفة الحال التي درسناها, so this tells you the same the state that we have studied above. فهي تقول لنا كيف كان الفاعل, it tells us the state of the file في وقت الفعل, when the at the time of the verb, at the time of the action. وهل هي حال, are they called حال. نعم, yes, هي حال جملة, this is the حال جملة, this is the sentence في محل نصب. So this whole sentence is called الحال الجملة, and it's because حال has to be mansoob, so we will say في محل نصب. وما هذه الواو التي تكون قبل جملة الحال, so what is the واو that is before the جملة حال, and it is called واو الحال, and it is this difference from واو المعية or واو عطف. So this is a different type of واو. ماذا نفهم من كل هذا, what we understand from all this. So الحال, here is the summary of it. كلمة منصوبة تقول كيف كان الفاعل or مفعول به or اسم مجرور في وقت الفعل. This is the word mansoob word which tells us what was the state or the condition of the file or مفعول به or اسم مجرور at the time of the action. ربما تكون الحال الجملة, maybe the حال is a sentence في محل نصب in place of نصب. ويكون عادة قبل هذه الجملة, and normally before this sentence there is a واو اسمها واو الحال, which is called واو الحال. وهي مختلفة عن واو العطف, and this is different from واو العطف, and مختلفة عن واو المعية, and واو المعية which we just studied with the مفعول معه. So this is the summary of the hal. That is all of the concept of this lesson, Zarfu Zaman and Zarfu Makan and hal. And inshallah in the next session we will study the main lesson, Kanzuka Baina Yadaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.